Yeah.
Okay, so I think we haven't tried this
It's like
format before.
feedback. I don't know what
It,
the background noise.
no, there is some music in the background.
Oh, that's why. It's funny. Like
What?
I think Zoom tried to, filter it. So
Oh,
like
so you have some feedback with the music.
not the feedback, but it's like I only
Reverberation.
hear the bass or the is that more like hi hat. Anyways, I hear a little bit, but not entirely.
But you hear me well.
It's okay. I mean, it's I hear other people talking. So, but let's see. At first, it was really bad, but now it's sort of better.
But this is good because like we haven't tried this format before. So I think this should be a public one.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I had the vaccine today, and I feel really shit now.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
I have been sleeping, and like I just woke up because it hurts a lot, and then I took the medication, and now I feel much better. But it's really weird time.
okay, so but what's going on? So this thing in the in Leans,
Right.
then that's cool, no? I mean, so is that the school in Leans from which these guys so are part of the students who come from that school are the ones who organize the camp that you're going to.
Right. I mean, I guess people in that crowd is mostly from that school, right? In Linz. I mean, it's not a big city. That's what I know.
Yeah, I have never been there before, so I
Me
don't know.
neither. So it's quite something. But yeah, I think it's not like completely run by the school, but it's like another organization. But I think there's a lot of connection
Yeah,
between them.
yeah. Because from what I know is that from Ars Electronica, what I know is that that's because already they're doing stuff and this um but they have different things running at the same time. So
Right.
this is somehow I think in the program how I'm being involved is some kind of like a showcasing within them basically. But I haven't talked to him. I just know that since within the week of Ars Electronica
Right.
in
Yeah.
Linz.
What I know is it's just massive, and also like I think if you just want to show something, I think it's not so hard to get in. It's just hard to go to the main exhibition to present. That's
Yes,
something that you have to be creative, but or get the award. But that's also a weird thing. Like you don't have to get the award to exhibit, right?
right. Because the words is something different. Yeah, it's completely different, and there are other more um, that then they really try to see like about innovation, like functionality. Yeah, this kind of weird um, line between functionality and something that is still is artistic, which in a way has this contradiction by itself.
Right.
From starting from the point of view that it's just like the this art is this expression as pure expression, not there's no message in there. I mean, from that understanding in that way. So then when you in the line of the functionality already you have the conflict,
Yeah. I mean,
which is
that is design, right? In a way.
yeah the design is the applied creativity, right? Yeah, and art will be like the liberal arts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean that's how they call it in English, no? Or does it, the literal translation from in Netherlands is I think is like liberal arts. I think
Okay. I
I don't know how it's in German. I don't know how 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 is yeah. Because I think like in the way how in Spanish you will speak about arts is which is funny because what I was saying is that you have plastic arts. That's the literal translation. In Spanish, you will say artes plásticas, which literally means like plastic arts. And I remember when I arrived and I was like saying that to find artists, they felt like as like, are you a plastic art? And they feel a bit offended
oh
because they, yeah,
yeah, I think Flora also says that in her
yeah.
like I think that's what she studied, maybe. I don't know. Could be. I don't know how it is here. And I mean, especially the school I'm in is really strange school. I never heard of, like, I mean, I know that there they have two or three how do you call it? Faculty? No, like the like categories, like, you know, um anyways. So one of them is art.
Like you want to like it's called Kunst, Kunst, or how it's called in German.
Yeah, I
They
think
call it art.
yeah, Kunst or English art. Like there's
I
nothing
have I
else.
have I have never heard of something like that before. Like
Yeah,
studies, I have never heard of studies of arts,
yeah,
like as a career, like arts.
yeah. I think what we have is art and ex media, which I still don't know what it means.
It sounds like a variable X media,
Yeah.
whatever is that X
Yeah.
media.
But it's so funny because ex media people, um, like next week I have an appointment to visit the ex media lab where they have the equipment, and I'm gonna.
Which but that means like because X media sounds to me more close to me to multi. I mean, the sense more
Yeah,
like
yeah. So but
web, more
let me
like a
finish.
net based art. Yeah.
Yeah, let me finish. So I go to ex media lab to do some printing, like like a risograph or something. So it's just like literally like printing posters and stuff. And
But
I think
that's
that's not something that you would expect with ex media, right?
no,
It's
no,
just
no,
it's
no, no, no,
media.
no, 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 completely no.
that's
No,
that's
no,
what
respect.
that's what it feels so strange.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I found the website on the school what it says about Expedia. Expedia
Yeah.
is an academic group which shares the conviction that experimental aesthetic projects and social technical research lead to expansion of scholarly and creative horizons that effectively address existential human conditions in 21st century. I don't know what it means. Xmedia
But
integrates design, coding, sound, and animation. Xmedia
then you
connects
have
critical reflection with experimental approaches based on fundamental questions raised by individuals and society, and so on.
but I found super weird because all this that you're speaking is like web based, right? Mostly like more web based thing
So
thing. It seems to me.
the funny thing is, um, some professors I know, they do web, like net art. They're really, around there for some time in net art, and they're in art. They're not in X media.
You mean like fine arts?
No, it's art. I don't know. Maybe it's not fine.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, okay. Meaning that they are not like technology specialists, right? That's what you meant with that.
I mean, I don't know if there's anyone who's like doing technical things. I mean, there are, but
I mean, like not
I
Photoshop.
don't know. I really don't know. I'm still discovering.
Okay.
Or I was cooking rice because I was so hungry. So I got the shot today, this morning, the first one, and then it was fine for like a few hours, and then it became, like
Hey,
a flu or something.
yeah,
It was like flu,
flu.
and then yeah, like start to like body start to hurt,
Yeah.
and then I slept around, I don't know, 7 p.m. and then I woke up
Oh,
because it hurts too much.
I'm gonna paint my nails, man. Now that I see your nails, I'm gonna paint my nails.
Oh yeah, I have to do it for tomorrow. I have to do it
Yes,
again. So I
yes,
have to.
yes, yes.
I have a panel tomorrow, so I don't know how it's gonna be. Maybe I'm just rolling on the floor with a pain. But like I was thinking, um, so I'm gonna do the printing next week, and
Like printing, what printing? Like physically printing.
yeah, exactly,
Oh yeah, because you told me about like that's okay. That's
like
cool.
printing posters and stuff. And like risograph, I think the idea is that you only have two or three different colors of
That's yeah,
like
yeah,
ink,
yeah.
and yeah, I'm gonna just try to pick like a few practices that we had, like really primitive colors.
Yeah.
And I think that could be
Ah, yeah.
interesting.
Okay. That's why you sent me the image of the red and the blue and
Yeah,
white. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna hand pick something better, but we'll see. That's actually like I was thinking it's like a nails, because nails you don't mix colors, right? You have to stick to the. I mean, I don't know what professional people would do, but
I mean, some days ago before I came to Bruges, no, because I have the final presentation in my, yeah, I remember the final presentation of my school, and then I thought, okay, no, I will just remove my nail polish. I thought. So then I asked my girlfriend, can you help me to clean it up? And then at some point she said like, "Uy, this nail is green," but the base was lil, and at some point was coming some
like
green. So
purple.
I, yeah, it's purple, but at some point was some layer of green from some months before, I guess.
Oh, or you just like paint it on top.
Yeah, I just keep on doing that. Like, yeah,
See,
I think it's like a nice social thing
yeah,
that I can do with some people already. Yeah, just
yeah,
you meet and you paint your
yeah,
nails.
yeah. That's something I want to do a workshop at some point, but I don't know how. What?
Like properly, like to really properly learn how to paint your
No,
nails.
no, no, like just doing a social thing.
Oh, you know, in PAF there was this thing that was called. It was about feminism at some point, and I mean, the, let's say how the political complication of like, the it was say that the point of encounter was to paint your nails. That was the meeting point in PAF. So that was the meeting point in PAF. You see in a board and saying like workshop meeting, uh, work nail painting nails or something, but it was with something with feminism. I don't remember exactly, but there was somebody, I guess, create a nice, catchy sentence, which was involving painting nails and feminist readings also, and it was super cool because it was one of the rooms. It was full of like with really nice, just like mattresses, and then a lot of nail polishes and a lot of interesting and even could be like heavy books, and a lot of people who really know about the gender studies and stuff like that. But the way how they bypass the heaviness of the
Yeah,
politics on the concept was by let's come together and paint our nails,
yeah,
and that was cool.
yeah. I think
It worked.
that's really something for. Well, I mean, I don't call that as an activism, but like if you do like activism thing, it always become really tense because of the subject. Um,
What do you mean?
sorry, it's really loud. Um, no, the thing is, like if you protest, for example, then it's not something happy. You're protesting
No.
against something, and it's usually
Yes.
against assholes. But of course, there's always like politics within. Well, I mean, it is a politics, and it becomes really
Yeah,
tense.
yeah.
So it's really nice when there's something like nails or something to, like you said like bypassing, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but like for instance, if you, I think Martin at some point, like in one of his, I don't, one of his things, he said like, for instance, like in manifestation happens very often, then people will do this parade. When people do parade, so basically when they go do kind of a, people go with music, or
mm,
start dancing or stuff like that to, it becomes
right,
very happy, and that's super cool because that animates the political manifestation of something. But I mean, critically, you cannot say that that's art if you know what I mean. But did you get what I'm trying to say with that?
yeah,
In the sense that it's very functional, it's just is
yeah,
to entertain and to give some, yeah, just to put some music and make things fun. Basically,
yeah,
it's functional.
right. I mean, this is like always a question, like is activism art? Like because a lot of artists are activists as well, and what does it mean? And to be honest, I think that's kind of stupid argument. What is art and what is activism? Um, to me, because like I mean, practically it doesn't really matter. I mean, whatever you do and people like it, that's fine. But what I
Yeah,
really think is
yeah.
interesting, for example, like I saw a talk of activism, like activist slash artist in the US. Like he was involved in like Occupy Wall Street and stuff, and he was he what his interesting what it what is interesting about him is that um like he does it as activism, but also like he runs like workshops, for example, where people come. It doesn't necessarily have to be active the artists, but they have this workshop to talk about or like make a timeline of the like actual history, not what is told, but what is with the people of color, for example, and frame that as an artwork, the outcome of the workshop, which is
but
really
but
cool
but
because
but, but based
yeah,
on politics. So because I think I
yeah.
think I got lost in what you were saying.
So he runs workshops, and that outcome, for example, just people come to a table and to, I don't know what he exactly uses, but maybe write something about the history, or um, like there's like material, like maybe some books, magazines, and just collect them and
Okay.
figure out what
Okay.
is
Okay.
the actual history, and
Ah,
then
okay. Okay.
you
Okay.
make like panel or something, and that is an artwork, which is, I mean, again, you can argue if it's an artwork or something, I don't know, didactic or something, practical, in
No.
a sense that it's not art. But I'm not really interested in that part, because if like he makes these things with people, that is part of activism, but also like really practically, curators come to you
Mhm.
and say, let's do the
Yeah.
show, and that's the show showable, exhibitable in as it is, which is really smart, I think. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
a, I don't want to say it like as a marketing strategy, but I think it's really nice that
No, but I think it kind of work in the sense of, say if like what you're doing is somehow is like working within mm, texts about politics and stuff like that, but your focus is not in the content, but rather in the way how you are archiving or manipulating the content. Then at the end, what you will showcase, although it's full of political content, is interesting because you're not focusing in just archiving the best material for the best, uh, but it's more an organic process.
sure. I mean, I think you can interpret in different ways, but I think what it is interesting to me is that it's not just his, um how do you say it, yeah, like what he makes is something that he can exhibit, which is really cool. It's a bit like, I don't know if it's a similar idea, but we talked about, show what if we show all the videos we did with the practice in a museum, for example. Like it's not
We
that
should.
we prepare something for a specific exhibition, but something that we can use, like the material that we already have. I mean, although,
Mm.
I mean, in our case, it's not something that we are aiming for showing in that way.
But could be just, I mean, and we never have contemplated that idea. Like, imagine that you put together all the materials, including the chats that we do together, as just one long shot. So if it's like 170 hours, how much more time would be that as a loop? Calculator. Uh, if it's 100, say it's 180 hours divided by 24 hours, I guess, per day.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's more than a week,
so
more
it's
than
7.5
24 hours.
days,
Yeah,
like one week of like, so it is 1 week of loop non-stop material.
right. But I think that's, I mean, this is a bit detour, but going back to the workshop activism idea, I mean, it doesn't have to be activism, but like we talked about, sandboxing and workshops about the practice, and that could be interesting, not just to say that this is a workshop, but it actually has another life as, as something, as an outcome of each workshop. It's not
Yeah,
really concrete idea, but I think it makes sense.
but actually we should, I'm just wondering how the computer will be like if you put 180 hours of.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Now I'm on the video.
Don't worry, don't be sorry.
You can join.
Sorry.
You can join.
Sorry?
You can join. Naoto just say like you can join.
No.
That's Anne. That's Naoto.
Oh,
Hi, Naoto. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
I've seen you, and I've heard of
Oh.
you, but that's it.
Thank
Naoto,
you.
Good
this,
things.
and she's one of the teachers that I have in the school,
Ah, okay.
and she's also working with me in the installation that we are doing
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
seeds.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, I'm not in the teacher mode, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
depends on what you teach.
Oh, I should
De- depends on what you teach, which is the reason.
Perfect, thank you.
And so yeah, but I was just wondering, like really just trying to think like if I load, I don't know how with the computer, like trying to just put all the material together in a timeline, if my computer will just do fine. I mean, it just a part of the time, you know, that it just normally takes time just to make one video. I'm just wondering, it should be okay because it's not like one 4K with massive amount of layers to create this heavy load for the processing power of the computer, right? It's just one long 720 video.
I have no idea how it works because sometimes, you know, the whole video has to be on the RAM, but that's not possible, I think, if it's too big. But maybe it doesn't work that way. It just loads the chunk of the video on the RAM and play back, but I actually don't know.
Could be cool. That could be cool as a but like as a website. Just try to put all the 180 hours in a website. They're just
Or
looping.
maybe we just like put everything on the streaming once and then we have like a huge streaming.
But then nevertheless, then we have to create the movie.
Streaming. Well, like you can somehow mix them with the program, right? Like I don't know how it works, but
What do you mean, like it's like the just the videos in YouTube that are just trigger every time as a playlist actually?
yeah,
Just as
for
a
example,
playlist.
yeah, like
As a
you have a
playlist.
DLC playlist and then just goes through and just that's captured by OBS and then
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
huge yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
I want to lie down. I'm really not feeling well.
Go for it, man. Go for it. Maybe just before we go,
We just close it. I don't, but I don't know if
yes,
I'm gonna really
no,
upload
but
this.
we should upload it. We should upload it because we haven't spoke anything private here. This seems like
Okay,
cool.
so just you know, every time this whatever.
From Brugge in Belgium. Thanks so much.